My, oh my, oh my. Them Topaz stonks is rising. Them bad boys rising like GameStop a couple years back when the Redditors was trying to send that bitch to the moon. Man, I'm still hurt I didn't get in on that. Boy, God bless. We'd have been doing something else if I got in on that, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. I still would have been doing the same thing. Seriously, Topaz is aging like fine wine. She's getting more. Everything I said about her, I was right. Animation's mid as fuck. Kit concept, absolute banger. A very invaluable character that is gonna have a large degree of longevity and damn near impossible to power creep due to her being able to simultaneously deal DPS and enable another follow-up attack unit to shine and pop off as well. With the new follow-up attack set, which I told you guys about coming out, it has gave her a very sizable buff. But not just her, it's also given other follow-up attack units a sizable buff as well. So it's like double the value if you have Topaz, because she can dual DPS and she can hyper DPS. I'm so impressed with her performance. Again, it's not the fact that she's dealing Jing Liu damage or imbiber damage. She's not. It's the fact that she's dealing a notch under them, but also you can use her with every damn follow-up attack synergy in the game and pop off. I've zero cycled with Blade. I've zero cycled with her as a hyper DPS. I've zero cycled with Kafka. I've zero cycled with Jing Yuan. I'd much rather play with a unit that can utilize several different team compositions and play styles than play with a unit that can only do one play style. I've told you guys this before, so I'm super satisfied that Topaz is actually doing everything that I said she was going to be able to do. And here's the kicker: we got 2 more units coming around the corner that are also going to be entering the follow-up attack synergy domain, which, by the way, the domain expansion of Topaz is 100% follow-up attack synergy. She is owning that shit, okay? Like there's nobody else owning the follow-up attack synergy like Topaz. So, you know, that multiplicative damage bonus, put it on the single target's head. More units that come out, the more banger she's going to become, the more versatile she's going to become. So like if you have a bunch of follow-up attack synergies on your account and you didn't pick up Topaz, bro, right here, you taking an L, my guy. All right, it's cool though, it's fine, you know, just gotta tell you like it is. But on the other end of the spectrum, if you don't have any follow-up attack synergies on your account, then you're good. What I was a bit more caught by surprise with is the fact that she's so damn strong even without another follow-up attack unit. I said that she could probably still zero cycle as a hyper buff, but her real shine is going to be with dual DPS compositions. Well, from what I've seen, she's actually stronger as a hyper DPS, which is crazy. I have to work harder to zero cycle with the dual follow-up attack unit, but I'm okay with that because it's more enjoyable, it's more fun. But I was definitely taken aback by her performance as a hyper DPS. That shit is crazy. Now, I do want to mention, and I tweeted about this, but the Memory of Chaos buff right now is absolutely fucking cracked for follow-up attack units. It's literally the elation path buff in the simulated universe, but in the Memory of Chaos now. In her whole entire kit, from her auto attack, her skill, and Numbi, all of it is considered a follow-up attack. So she is just triggering that shit 18x fold more than anybody else in the game, which is actually wild when you think about it, because even though she's doing that, she's only right here with Jing Liu. That just shows you how fucking over the top they made Jing Liu's damage. It's insane. But there's a run I'm gonna showcase you guys with her hypercarry so you can see how strong she is with this buff, plus the follow-up attack set that I did get on her. That's a funny story in and of itself, guys, because I shit you not, in one single day, not a single refresh, I one-tapped an entire follow-up attack set for my Topaz. I'll show it off, don't worry. But one-tapped the entire set in one day. Banger ass values. I was like in disbelief that it was happening. I did have my daughter in the room though, and y'all know my daughter's a good luck charm. Yeah, we're gonna show that off. But getting back on topic, I look forward to utilizing her with the 2 units coming around the corner that are also going to be follow-up attack units. I can't wait. I am salivating at them revealing their kits, because their kits, oh, I'm gonna have to make a whole nother video about that. I'm gonna have to make a whole nother video about Ruin Mei, Dr. Ratio, and Shui. I don't know, whatever the hell her name is, Shuyi, I think. I don't even know what nickname to give her. She looks super cool too though, but I'm gonna have to make a whole different video about them because that shit, I'm so happy, impressed with the direction that they're going with those characters, and I hope they continue to do that kind of complexity going down the line. I love it. Anyways, getting back on topic, I want to get into these showcases because I just did tell y'all she's so much better and this and that. Kind of got to back up what I'm talking about and at least give you some kind of visuals. So we're going to showcase a hypercarry Topaz zero cycle, and then we're going to showcase a blade Topaz zero cycle. I didn't show every single one I did because that's just too many zero cycles for me to handle, honestly. I did zero cycle with Jingyuan and Kafka too, but I just didn't want to put all that in one singular video. Let's first take a look at these banger pieces I ended up getting in one day, and then we'll get into the showcases. Okay, so let me pull this up real quick. Okay, so in one day I got this piece right here. Let me put me down here just a little bit. All right, so I got this piece, tapped it. That's what I ended up going into, pretty much a 40 crit value. And then this is what our hands looked like, which is actually pretty damn solid. Obviously, it would have been nice if I could have got some crit rate, but attack percent and crit damage, very solid rolls. And then we got this piece, attack percent, crit damage, break effect. Look at that crit damage roll, beautiful. We even got a crit damage body right here. This was all in one day. It would have been nice if we could have got crit rate instead of defense, but again, I'll take this because it has attack percent and break effect on it. And then we got this piece. Unfortunately, we did get shafted on this. Like, we got freaking shafted on this. However, that's the attack percent. I also got a speed boot, and that speed boot is banger. So we got crit rate, crit damage, break effect, and I do swap between these depending on what composition I'm running. I'll be forced to run a speed boot, but if I'm using Ting-Yun and Asta, they make me so fast I can get away with running an attack percent boot, getting that extra damage in. So that's my set for her. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the showcases. Okay, so this is the Blade run, which by the way, this is Blade, Topaz, Asta, and Bronya. I also zero cycle with Blade, swapping out Bronya for Ting-Yun. That one was easier to achieve, but not as powerful. The Bronya one was much harder to achieve because you had to rely on Blade getting hit. Which is pretty annoying, but Ting-Yun, I actually had a much easier time zero cycling with this comp, which is odd, but it's because Ting-Yun's cracked. But yeah, here's the zero cycle with Topaz and Blade. We start off opening up with a auto attack from Bronya. We also opened up with Asta's 5 stacks. I'm not gonna pause it up too much, but just check out Topaz's damage. And I also want you guys to pay attention to right here, right, hold up. That's 80K, right? Ah, damn it, it went away too fast. I want you to pay attention to those elation ticks. Those elation ticks are nuts. Look at that. Those elation ticks always pop up right after it. But we got really lucky on this particular run with the Bronya comp because Blade got aggroed by them, which enabled me to get an early full counter off. And now I'm already working on my second full counter with Blade going into the next fight, which is huge. But these guys are so fucking annoying if you don't have Pella or like a Lorcha, because you got to kill them twice, which is so goddamn cringe, man. But thankfully things went pretty smooth. Look, we already have 4 stacks on our Blade, so we're going to be going into the next fight like ready to lock and load. The only RNG factor is I hope they didn't hit Blade right here. The girl, like she always hits somebody. I was praying that she didn't hit my Blade so that my Bronya could give all 3 of his hits, and she didn't. Full-blown damage boost. And so now we can look and just watch this. So now Blade has every buff under the sun from Bronya, her ult, her skill, you know, and then her light cone. So he's just about to do his entire combo with all of those Bronya buffs. Bang, 143k, followed up by an auto attack. Bang, 59,000. Bang, 134,000. And that's because the follow-up attack is triggering the elation buff. The ult is triggering the elation buff. So he's like, look at their healths already. Their health is already gone. It's insane. But this was a incredibly lucky run with Blade. Again, he got aggroed by the 2 little mobs in the beginning, which enabled him to have a good start. This was actually a much more difficult zero cycle for me. Again, Ting-Yun was easier to achieve than Bronya, just not as strong. too much RNG on like worrying about blade getting hit. But yeah, again, that elation path buff allowed me to finish that unit off, which is huge. Look at those extra little ticks coming from the elation buff. It's like an extra 20,000 damage. And then yeah, GG's. What's crazy is that was a GG's and I didn't attack with blade yet. Bronya was below blade and I just got Topaz's ult up. Like there was so much goddamn damage left on the board. I could have done another like 400,000 between her and blade. Like dude, the zero cycle was done before I had a whole nother swing of damage coming up between Numby's ult ticks and blade auto attacking, and then Bronya bringing blade back to do it again. Insane, bro. Like the most smoothest butter zero cycle. Okay, so now we got this comp, which is a hypercarry Topaz composition, and you're gonna see the numbers of Topaz on this comp just shoot through the goddamn roof. I think she did 700,000 plus damage by herself between the two cycles, which is ridiculous. But again, that elation path buff is like 200,000 of that 700,000 damage. So what we're gonna do with Pella is obviously get rid of one of these little douchebags, stripped him from being able to self-revive, and then took his ass out. Strictly business, because we can't be bothered with like, you know, these units. We need all our first of all, just look at that auto attack, bro. That was a fifth. I don't have her signature light cone, guys. Okay, this is an S5 sword play. She just hit for 57,000 on an auto attack. Jesus, bro. And then look at this Numby, 150k. Watch this elation damage. We got to go back out. We got to get that by the frame. Hold on. We got to get that by the frame because y'all need to see this. Hold up. Let me go back. Oh my God, dude. That's a quick frame. Ah, okay. We go get it. We go get it. Hold on. Hold up. Bro's over here crump dancing. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh my God. That's so hard to get, bro. That frame was ridiculous, bro. It was like an extra 30,000 damage. It was like an extra 30k. So she would have did 120 instead of 150 if the elation path buff wasn't in play. But yeah, like, dude, you just look at this damage, man. She's just mopping the floor with these guys. Pistol to the head, move on. How much cooler would this animation have been, as I told y'all, if it was like a 3-piece pistol to the head? She puts the coin to her eye like this, and then like flips it in the air and like pow, like, right? Just looks like the most dopest basic attack animation. Would have made her 8 million times more satisfying. It is what it is, though. She's one of my most used characters, guys. I love her kit so much. I just wish they would have did better with her her basic attack and skill animations. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, yeah, so we're already applying the defensive shred with Pella. Now we're keeping uptime on our 5 stacks from her. Numby, 90k on this guy's head. And we have one more stack remaining of the Numby ult, which is huge. We got plenty of skill points to play around with down there, which is nuts. 40k sent to the Shadow Realm, 116k. I wasn't lying to y'all. She did 700,000 damage by herself in this run, which is nuts. Okay, and then yeah, it's like pretty much GG's from here. Topaz is about to send this bitch to the Shadow Realm as well. So we're trying to keep our speed buff up as much as possible. I'm about to renew the defensive shred because it's about to expire. So Topaz, or not Topaz, Pella renews the defensive shred. We got our 4 stacks from Asta. 67,000 on a Numby follow-up that's not even the ult. And now 122,000 on the follow-up with the ult. Auto attack GG's. We still have 1 Numby stack remaining, by the way. So there you have it, man. As I was telling y'all, she is a monster right now. Now, again, the elation path buff definitely making her stronger, 100%. But my artifacts, if you get them more mid-max, those people with better artifact investment, right? There are. My blade isn't the most peak blade, and even though I got lucky with those Topaz artifacts, they're still not top of the line artifact investment. So she can get much stronger and probably make up for that elation path buff that I have. Again, I don't have her signature light cone, nor did I have blades. So when you take all that into consideration, old girl is popping off, and she's only going to continue to be more and more valuable with the other follow-up attack units coming out. You know, you have so much variety. Again, you can do it with Kafka, Jing Yuan, you can do it with Himiko, Clara, Herta, so many people, Yang Xing even, I'm sure. So there's just so many people. Xing Shui, you know, you gotta name everybody, because if you don't name anybody, there's always these motherfuckers who just gotta come in the comment section. Oh, Smack, you forgot about Himiko. Kick you motherfuckers in the throat. All right, man. Peace, love, and happiness. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.